The sky was burning red. Metal pieces from a crashed ship lay scattered across the sharp rocks. A single human boot print was seen in the dust, deep, shaky, and fresh. No voice, no sign of life, just silence. Zerion 9, the most feared planet in the galaxy. Poison air, living storms, shifting gravity. No species had ever returned alive. The galaxy called it the end. Yet weeks ago, a joint crew of aliens and humans dared to explore it. They believed their tech could survive anything. They were wrong. During the chaos of a violent storm, one crew member got left behind. Her name was Kara, a quiet human engineer. The last thing her team heard from her was a broken message. "Something's watching me." Then silence. Everyone assumed she died like the others. But now, satellite cameras show something strange. A human figure is moving across the deadly surface, alone. How is she alive? What did she see? And more importantly, what followed her back? The galaxy would soon learn. This planet never lets anyone leave, unless it wants to. Kara had never liked attention. She was quiet, smart, and always working behind the scenes. On the day of the mission, she was just supposed to fix the landing gear. Nothing more. But everything went wrong. The storm hit faster than expected. Black clouds swallowed the sky. Lightning cracked the earth open. Creatures made of shadows moved in the fog. Panic spread through the crew. The captain shouted, "Everyone, back to the shuttle." But the shuttle was broken, and Kara stayed to fix it. "I just need 2 minutes," she yelled. They didn't wait. The shuttle lifted without her, vanishing into the storm. Kara stood alone on the surface of Zerion 9, with only her toolkit and a weak oxygen tank. She built a small shelter inside a cave. Cold winds howled outside like screaming voices. Her food ran low. Her comms were dead. On the third night, she saw something, eyes glowing blue, watching her from the dark. Kara whispered to herself, "I'm not alone here." And deep inside the planet, something had just awakened. Kara didn't sleep that night. The glowing blue eyes had vanished, but their memory burned in her mind. She held a small plasma torch in her hand, useless against whatever lived here. When the sun rose, the light was dim and red. The air outside felt heavier than before. Kara walked carefully, scanning for movement. She found something strange in the dust. Symbols, circles and lines drawn into the ground. Not random, not human. She touched one of the marks. It was warm. Suddenly a sound echoed in her head, not through her ears, inside her mind. A voice, whispering words she didn't understand. She stepped back in fear, but the voice followed her. Later, near a canyon edge, Kara saw a massive shape moving through the fog. It wasn't walking, it floated. A creature, tall and glowing, with no face, just light. She froze. It stopped too. Then it tilted its head, as if studying her. Kara didn't run. She slowly raised her hand. The creature did the same. That was the moment the planet chose her, and it would never let her go. Kara followed the floating creature deep into the canyons, her heart pounding with every step. The air grew colder. The sky above turned dark purple. She didn't know why she followed, but something inside her whispered, "Keep going." Hours passed. Then, the ground beneath her feet changed. No more rocks, metal smooth and ancient, hidden under layers of dust. The creature vanished into the shadows. But before her stood a massive door, half buried in stone. Strange markings covered it, the same symbols she saw earlier. When she placed her hand on the surface, the door opened. Inside was a city, tall towers made from crystal and bone. Lights flickered across walls like stars. Machines floated through the air, silent and watching. The entire city was sleeping, but not dead. She walked carefully through the ruins, hearing whispers in the walls. Some called her name, some cried. Some warned her to turn back. But in the center of the city she found a round platform, and when she stepped onto it, the whole city lit up. The planet had been waiting, not for visitors, for her. Light exploded across the ancient city, towers lit up like stars, machines came alive, and the ground pulsed like a beating heart. Kara stood frozen on the glowing platform, her breath shallow. Then came the voice again, clearer now. "You are not like the others," it said inside her mind. Kara fell to her knees. Visions flooded her head. She saw hundreds of explorers from different species, strong, smart, powerful, all dying on the planet. Some were torn apart by storms, others crushed by gravity or poisoned by the air. "They tried to conquer me," the voice said, "so I rejected them." Kara shook, clutching her head. "What are you?" she whispered. "I am Zarian. I watch, I choose, and I have chosen you." The walls around her shifted, showing a memory of her as a child, small, scared, but brave. The planet had seen her entire life, her pain, her strength. It didn't want warriors, it didn't want machines, it wanted someone who could understand. Kara wasn't just surviving now, she was becoming part of the planet itself. The city went dark again, leaving only a soft blue glow beneath Kara's feet. The voice faded, silence returned, but not for long. The ground trembled. Kara stepped outside and saw the storm coming. Black clouds rolled fast, lightning cracking across the sky. Sharp winds howled like wild animals. But this storm was different. It moved like it had a mind, and it was heading straight for her. Kara ran through the ruined streets, but the city was shifting. Walls moved, paths changed. The planet wasn't trying to trap her, it was testing her. Suddenly, a giant creature burst from the storm. Skin like rock, eyes like fire. It roared and charged. Kara rolled away, grabbing a metal spear from the ground. She fought, not with strength but with speed and instinct. She used the city's walls, jumped, dodged, stabbed. And when she struck the creature's chest, light exploded. It collapsed into dust. Her arm was bleeding, her oxygen was low, but she was alive. And then, she felt it. Her blood was glowing. The planet had changed her. Kara wasn't just surviving the storm, she was becoming something more. Kara sat near a cracked wall, wrapping her injured arm. The blood had stopped, but the glow remained. Soft, steady, strange. She felt stronger, quieter inside, like the planet was still speaking to her even without words. Then she noticed something, a broken comms unit half buried in the rubble. It was human tech from the crashed shuttle. She pulled it free, sparks flying. It was damaged, almost useless. But Kara was an engineer. She tore off parts, rewired the circuits, and powered it with energy from one of the city's glowing crystals. A small screen blinked. Signal ready. Kara took a deep breath. "This is Kara. I'm alive. Still on Zarion 9. I need help." Static. Then a faint blink. Message sent. Far across space, the crew she once called family received her signal. Shock, fear, hope. But they weren't the only ones who heard it. On the edge of the galaxy, something else was listening. Ships turned, engines roared. Kara had just lit a beacon. And now the galaxy was coming, some to rescue, others to capture. 3 days after Kara sent the signal, the sky above Zarion 9 cracked with light. Not natural light, engine fire. Ships, they weren't from her crew. Sleek, dark vessels descended, marked with the symbol of the Varkon Syndicate, a ruthless alien race known for capturing rare beings and selling them to the highest bidder. Kara watched from the shadows of the ruined city. Her body still ached from the storm, But her senses were sharper now. She could feel the air change when they landed. She could feel the planet's fear. The hunters moved fast. Black armor, heat scanners, stun weapons. They knew someone survived here. And they wanted her alive. Kara didn't run. She led them into the maze of crystal towers. The planet responded, walls shifted, paths vanished, gravity twisted, one by one. The hunters got separated and lost. But one reached her. He raised his weapon. Before he could fire, Kara lifted her hand, and the ground rose beneath him, throwing him into the air. She didn't understand how, but the planet had given her power, and now she would protect it, even if it meant becoming its weapon. The storm had passed. The sky over Zerion 9 was quiet for the first time in weeks. Wind carried the dust of fallen ships and shattered armor. The hunters were gone, defeated not just by Kara, but by the planet itself. Deep within the ruins, Kara stood at the edge of a cliff, staring toward the horizon. Her eyes now glowed faintly with the same light as the city. Her skin was marked with fine lines, symbols the planet had placed on her. She was no longer just human, but she was still Kara. Far above, a familiar sound echoed, a human ship entering the atmosphere. Her crew had returned after receiving her signal. They had come with hope and fear. The ship landed gently. Soldiers stepped out, weapons lowered, eyes wide. Cameras recorded everything. Then the dust parted. A single figure walked out of the ruins. No armor, no helmet. Just a woman, calm and silent, walking through poison air as if it were nothing. She had survived the impossible, but what truly shocked them was what she had become. The crew stared in silence as Kara approached. No suit, no mask. The planet's deadly air swirled around her, but she was untouched. Her steps were steady, her eyes glowing. "Is it really her?" someone whispered. Kara stopped just meters away. "I'm alive," she said softly. Medics rushed forward, scanners in hand. The results made no sense. Her body was human, but changed. Oxygen was no longer required. Her cells were stronger, her heartbeat calmer. But Kara didn't just survive. She came back with a message. Inside the ship, she uploaded something into their system, a memory from the planet. Not a file, not a video, a living vision. It showed a future, galaxies burning, alien armies rising, and something ancient waking in the dark. The planet hadn't just tested her, it had warned her, and now she was the messenger. Kara turned to her captain. "Zerion 9 is not just a world, it's a gate. Something is coming through." The crew looked at her in horror. Humanity thought the mission was over, but it had just begun.